All right, you guys. Well, I mean, I saw on the last video, still lots of questions. Still lots of questions. And yeah, I'd like to break down each dimension, but we don't have time for that right now. Okay. So, I did want to jump into at least clarifying what I'm up to right now with the tritium particle collider. So basically where I was getting into a little bit last time was the concept that, dimensions are not spatial, increasingly going upwards, right? So let's take the sixth dimension really quick. This is just a theory of mine, just a theory, one theory, humble theory. Sixth dimension might be responsible for dark energy, right? And that's outside of galaxies where we can see it as just pure energy. Now, inside of galaxies, we say that it has no effect. I don't think so. I think it causes the arise of various quantum effects. It's in the quantum field itself. And then also arises for sort of the computer of the world in a certain kind of way, which also allows for the basis of AI. AI is like a topological quantum thing already, that's why, Microsoft's things like whatever. But anyway, so I'm doing that same thing, topological, on the eighth dimension. And so the reason I'm using tritium as a concept, I would say even more than anything else, is one, its relation to fusion, you can check that out. But also its radioactiveness, right? So what I'm trying to do with the creation of multiple collisions of concepts, hence the particle collider, is to bring about a way of, topologically navigating the the ninth dimension. So the thing about the ninth dimension and any dimension, right? So one thing about ice, if I have time to get into that really quick, ice, you may or may not know, is extremely slippery. One of the reasons for that is that the water molecules bonded on the external layers are, I think, only double bonded instead of triple bonded. Now, if we think about that in just a very regular way, we can think about a surface with a thin layer of fluid between it, acting as a lubricant, right? So we know that molecules can create slipperiness that we experience on the macro. So if we're able to do that, the slimes that I'm working with, these are, interesting metamaterials. Strictly, they're almost not materials, right? But by doubling the materials, we're able to get basically a fourth dimensional effect. Why? Matter, materials, fourth dimension, atoms. You get more complex through the fifth dimension in molecules. Anyway, I just wanted to try to break this one concept down. It's very new to me. Try articulating something that's so new to you. It's crazy. But anyway, where to go from there? So, by creating a topological tritium, really a very macro, right? And this has to do with a little bit of what I know about standing waves. So basically, I'm creating a standing ninth dimensional wave by using even the base of the eighth dimension, and then basically just forcing through that into the ninth dimension and allowing for a concept of frictionlessness to come more together. And what, how is this even related to a particle collider? Well, we know E equals mc squared, right? So if we're thinking about, like I said, higher dimensions being very present and around us right now, then the fusion of high enough level concepts, each of their own, should have the energy density, in my theory, to allow us to spontaneously create a lot of things. Hence the tests, why these need to be recorded and put out there. Anyway, you guys, this is early research on some of this stuff. you know, but I'm going to keep pushing. Why? Because the goal is I want to do some more large scale modifications. The thing is, doing full scale, it's more expensive, but it's actually easier than trying to scale these technologies down. That's why I'm basically moving at warp speed right now by going through these small ones, because you can do when it's so hard to get these concepts through on a small scale. Even a skateboard is hard to make on a small scale. So a hoverboard, come on. But once I can get into some new full scale hoverboard tests, it's going to be crazy. So that's the goal right now. That's why I'm going 100% all in, seeing what we can do. Seeing what we can do. Will I have time to explain more of the questions later? Yeah, that's the whole point, you know? That's why, really, if you have a specific question, you're gonna have to get at it through basically the Patreon or some kind of subscription. That way, it's fair, you know? Because at this point, I don't get to even reply to all the comments, you know? But I appreciate all you hoverheads. People have been coming over to YouTube, coming over to Instagram, or starting over there, I guess, because I'm posting stuff over there too, so. And I appreciate every second of it. I appreciate every second of it, 100 million%. It's crazy, you know? Tons of followers on all my accounts. It's crazy. What do you mean it's crazy? You know what I mean? Like, well, 4, you know, even from the first one. You know, this has been going on for like 4 years, guys, 5 years. From the first one, I was like, yo, I'm just having an idea. I'm a regular guy, a humble, just one scientist. I'm just one scientist. But I guess that means something these days. All right, catch you later.